Hey, what's going on, guys? Week 9 is in the books. I'm your host, Joe from Clash of Texas Joe, and holy crap, man, what a weekend. Streams were absolutely insane all the way through, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you guys haven't swung by twitch.tv/Clash Texas with Joe, man, it's been getting wild. Pick'ems, unfortunately, Pick'ems was pretty sloppy this weekend. I went 10 for 6, and it did not go exactly as I thought it would go. But we are going into a bye week. We give a couple of clans some opportunity to regroup themselves and get ready for the playoffs. Starting out with Above and Beyond versus Violent Wizards. We are racing the clock today. Above and Beyond came in hot versus Violent Wizards. And basically they are undefeated, 9-0, going into the bye. Looking really good for the playoffs. Week 10, if you're not tracking, is going to be some interconference action. Week 11, we'll be finishing it up with some divisional action as we have one of the 3 Townhall 10 versus Townhall 10 3-star attacks here. The 96.80% destruction average put on by the Above and Beyond clan. This is PB on his mirror. I mean, we're not really seeing a whole lot of mirror action in the Townhall 10 realm. And right now in this war, there was actually 2 attacks that were mirror action, 3-on-3 and 4-on-4. Just an absolutely insane war here. Final score in this war was 72-69. Above and Beyond knockoff Violent Wizards going into the bye. Nagaland Elite versus Andune war. I think I've been saying it wrong the entire time. I was corrected yesterday, and I hope I said it correct this time. Andune. I hope I said that right. But anyways, they did upset Nagaland Elite. Nagaland Elite did have a dip fail. They have been unable to correct the deficiency in the dip fail range. Andune comes up with a 95.04% destruction average on Nagaland Elite, tying it up 4% and pulling out the win. 71-71 is the final score in this war. There wasn't any Townhall 10 versus Townhall 10 3-star attacks. But they are able to continue to win. This is 3 weeks in a row that they've been able to knock off an opponent and doing very well, doing phenomenal. Last week putting up 73 stars, and this week being able to win by percent and knocking off Nagaland Elite, sending Nagaland Elite down 5 wars, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 6. They are 6 losses in a row, unfortunately. Final score in this one was 71-71. FatCats versus Crazy Monkey. So this one right here. Crazy Monkey has been absolutely unpredictable all season to me. They come in and they do really well against strong clans, and then they'll go in against a pretty even opponent and then get really sloppy. Something will happen. They're very unreadable to me. So I picked FatCats to come in and do really well this week, and unfortunately, Crazy Monkey showed up to play. I don't know. 2 Townhall 10 versus 10 3-star attacks, 1 currently being displayed. Crazy Monkey puts up a 96.56% destruction average on the FatCats. So, I mean, unpredictable, extremely unpredictable. They are 3-6 now, I believe, if I remember correctly. I don't remember. We'll get into the rankings at the end of the video. The final score in this war was 71-69 as the massive group of balloons go into a haste spell and finish up this attack for a 3-star attack. Archer Outlaws versus ColdStep. So another war that threw me off in the pick'ems. Archer Outlaws was on fire. They were looking really good. And then unfortunately, ColdStep came in hot. There's no other way to put that. ColdStep showed up this week ready to kick some tail, and they did exactly that, putting up a 95.96% destruction average on the Archer Outlaws. They did put up this 1 Townhall 10 versus 10 3-star attack. And then obviously the Bowler Witch or Bow Witch combination here. That's going to take this natural funnel and just gut the entire core of the base here. Just a beautiful attack by Gus from ColdStep. This is not the first time we've seen Gus in a recap before. Very awesome Townhall 10 attacker here. The Archer Outlaws was only able to put up a 94.56% destruction average on ColdStep. The final score here is 71-70. Archer Outlaws is upset by ColdStep as they go into the bye week. Secundum versus Time Vortex. So Secundum, man, they're on fire right now. They're looking really good. A little inconsistent earlier in the season, but as we get towards the end of the season, going into the final bye week, they're just coming in hot. I don't know. Time Vortex has been unable to rebound after their loss a few weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, they lost to Andune War. They were upset and I don't know what's going on over there. Maybe you guys can drop down in the comments below what's going on over there. I don't know. I'm not really positive. I can't really answer that question because I just don't know. All I know is that they were only able to put up a 92.04% destruction average. They did suffer 2 dip fails, and Secundum puts up a 96.44% destruction average on time Vortex, as well as 2 Townhall 10 versus Townhall 10 3-star attacks. The final score in this war was 72 to 69. Secundum upsets Time Vortex and moves on. Kinnick Society versus Gabales. Gabales again. So there was, let's see here. Both had a base that set aside untouched for equality of war. So they both had Townhall 10 that did not attack in this war. I was briefed that by the guys over in Gabales. I was kind of curious to why a Townhall 10 on both sides didn't attack. I guess there wasn't an equal matchup there, so they both held off on attacks from those bases. 92.08% destruction average by Gabales. 2 Townhall 10 versus Townhall 10 3-star attacks, as we have this base here that really gave it up to the Dragons. By putting all 4 air defenses in a range of an Archer Queen, she will walk this entire side, take out all 4 air defenses, and opening it up for the Dragons and Balloons to just gut the whole base and clean it up for a 3-star attack. 88.36% destruction average by Kinnick Society. So they come up really short to Gabales. The final score in this war is 68 to 67. Gabales puts down Kinnick Society in Dubai. USA Adults versus Meet the Kings. Meet the Kings is now 8-1, doing a great job. I mean, very consistent. They're on fire right now, looking really good. Moving into those final weeks, moving into the bye, getting ready for the week 10 and 11, and getting ready for the playoffs. They did put up 1 Townhall 10 versus 10, no, correction. USA Adults did put up 1 Townhall 10 versus Townhall 10 3-star attack. I did not see one by Meet the Kings. I might have missed it. I'm not really sure. 96.20% destruction average by Meet the Kings to USA Adults 92.56%. USA Adults was unable to serve up that first win of the season, as we have this beautiful Bow Witch combination at the Town Hall 9 level, going through and just gutting this entire base. The final score in this war was 70 to 66. Meet the Kings puts down USA Adults and advances into the bye week to 8-1. Michigan Rose versus LP4 Hades. Michigan Rose again coming back in. They're back on track right now. They're doing really good. They're looking really solid, and they've been consistent for about 3 or 4 weeks now in a row. Staying on top of that win bracket and moving up in the rankings. They did serve up this 1 Townhall 10 versus 10 3-star attack. Obviously, we have the back-end La Lune portion coming through the top of the base, and as the Hounds meet up on that second-to-last air defense, the Loons will hit the haste spells, launch into the sweeper, and then everything will pile up on that Inferno Tower. Michigan Rose puts up a 96.20% destruction average on LP4 Hades. LP4 Hades suffered 2 dip fails, unfortunately, and the final score in this war was 71 to 69. Michigan Rose puts down LP4 Hades and moves in, continuing to win as they go into the bye, getting ready for week 10 in a few weeks. Alphas versus Assassin Score, another war, just very tight war here. Oh my goodness. I got to stream this war for many hours, both Friday night and into Saturday. Unfortunately, I was unable to catch the final hours of this war due to the spacing of attacks. Alphas puts up a 94.84% destruction average on Assassin Score. Assassin Score put up a 92.28% destruction average on Alphas. And also, unfortunately, Assassin Score suffered 2 dip fails. Very unusual for them. I'm not really positive exactly what happened there, but it did. It was a deciding factor in this war, as we have this beautiful Townhall 10, or correction, Townhall 9 attack. Queen Walk that takes up most of the base, and then following it up with a La Lune portion and a massive minion horde that sweep the entire southwest side of this base and maneuver through the base. The final score here is 71 to 69. Heavy Hitters 2 versus 1001 Crew. Heavy Hitters 2. My apologies, guys. You guys have been consistent 2 weeks in a row, and unfortunately, when it comes to the pick'ems, I'm just picking based off of the stats. I review the stats before they do the pick'ems, and it really just isn't, no telling how these wars are going to go. 1001 Crew was very consistent. They were on top of their game coming into this week. and Heavy Hitters 2 just been a little bit of inconsistency over the last couple of weeks. They went on like a six-week losing streak or something like that. But this week they put up 2 Townhall 10 versus Townhall 10 3-star attacks. One currently being displayed as you have this Archer, this Queen Walk that takes up the entire southern side of the base. She'll go in and get that Inferno Tower. She'll continue and go after the enemy Archer Queen, taking down an air defense there. 1001 crew puts up a 96.80% destruction average on Heavy Hitters 2, but unfortunately comes up short in the stars range. Let's see here. Heavy Hitters 2, Townhall 10 attack does matter and makes pulls it in for the win. Coastal Clash versus LP3 Chiron. So again, so I got to stream a lot of this war. LP3 Chiron put in their hits very early in the war. Coastal Clash put up a Townhall 10 versus Townhall 10 3-star attack. LP3 Chiron's QHS puts up a 6-pack in this war. Did a great, beautiful attacks. He said one of those attacks was a luck attack, but the first one was absolutely beautiful to watch. But unfortunately, LP3 Chiron suffered 2 dip fails up top, and it was a deciding factor in this war. Coastal Clash was very patient, extremely patient throughout most of this war. I think there was about 2 hours remaining in this war, and there was like 8 attacks remaining on the Coastal Clash side. So they ended up using that against LP3 Chiron, staying patient and being able to pull out a 96.36% destruction average on LP3 Chiron, putting up a final score here 73-71. Coastal Clash knocks off LP3 Chiron and moves into the bye. Our Vaska versus House of L. I tried to stream this war. I tried to get in on the final 30 minutes of this war. A very tight war all the way to the end. Both of these clans put up a Townhall 10 versus Townhall 10 3-star attack. Beautiful war, very tight war all the way through. As I look back at my notes, both of these clans had a Townhall 11 that did not attack. There was an emergency situation with one of the clan's Townhall 11s, so he was unable to show, and so the other team was a good sportsmanlike conduct there, and they did not attack. So we have a very low-scoring war here. 4 Townhall 11 attacks not used in this war. 91.08% destruction average by our Vaska. 2 House of L's, 91.60. So all they needed was one more star to tie it up and win. Unfortunately, our Vaska does pull the win here. 69-68 is the final score as you watch this balloon parade go in on the final defenses. YOLO mode versus JTJ. So YOLO mode was on fire for a couple weeks there. And JTJ was having a few issues with some dip fails and coming up short. In my pick'ems, I bet against JTJ, and JTJ served up this week. Let's see, looking at the notes, they did. Yellow Mode had a no-show at Townhall 11. I'm not exactly positive why. Maybe I missed something there. Nobody was available to answer the questions there. I just didn't get a hold of anybody to answer the questions on that one. Either way, JTJ puts up a 95.92% destruction average to YOLO Mode's 93.16% destruction average. Both clan had a Townhall 10 versus Townhall 10 3-star attack. Obviously, one of those is being displayed here. Wu-Tang clan from JTJ coming in with this balloon parade on the back end and just, basically just swarm the entire base. Haste fell it down to launch those southern balloons up into the Inferno Tower. It's going to continue, guys. 70-68 is the final score. JTJ beats YOLO Mode. Vortex versus Pinoy Violator MP. So I hope that the leader, or Steve, I'm going to put you on blast, brother. So I hope Steve told you guys that I purposely bet against you in the pick'ems to kind of motivate the clan to come in versus Pinoy Violator MP. Unfortunately, it did not work out exactly in that sense. There was a Townhall 10 that did have an emergency situation put into the lineup by the War Addicts, and unfortunately it worked against them. Pinoy Violator puts up a 94.12% destruction average on War Addicts. Looking back at the notes, War Addicts, they did have one player that was unavailable and did not show. It was Townhall 10. So two attacks there not used. Pinoy Violator MP was unable to put up a Townhall 10 versus Townhall 10 3-star attack this week. So the final score in this war is 69-68. Pinoy Violator MP upsets War Addicts as we move into the bye. Moving right along, the OSF versus Redline. Holy crap, man. So again, another clan that gets upset. Redline was on a winning streak. I think they were up like 3 wars, doing really good, just very consistent. And the OSF, has been up and down, up and down, up and down. They have very tight wars every single week, but unfortunately, normally, coming up a little short. This week, they do put up the percentage, and they will put down Redline, as we have BK here from Redline. My mistake, guys. I chose the wrong side when I was recording. I owe the OSF a replay in the pick'ems. So anyways, there wasn't any Townhall 10 versus Townhall 10 3-star attacks here. 93.48% destruction average by the OSF to the 93.40% destruction average by Redline. So obviously a very tight margin there, as this war is won by percent. 70 to 70 was the final score in this one. The OSF wins by percent, upsetting Redline. Ghazi Bomber versus LexCorp. So we're going to finish it up with Ghazi Bomber and LexCorp. 2 Townhall 10 versus Townhall 10 3-star attacks by Ghazi Bomber and LexCorp. I don't think you guys picked up one. I might have missed it. Please drop the comments below and bust me out on it if I did. LexCorp is unable to serve up that first win of the season, sadly. Ghazi Bomber put up a 96.92% destruction average on LexCorp, as we have this Townhall 10 attack finishing and moving through the base. The Barbarian King, the Queen's going to work on that clan castle. She is going to take out the air sweeper there and assist for the back end Laloon portion of the attack. The final score in this war was 73 to 69. Ghazi Bomber, man, putting up a lot of points in this war, as we have the Laloon portion moving from the north, or from the far eastern corner, and coming in and sprinkling around the south, and they're going to basically move up through the core of the base from the south. And I'm running out of time, guys. Let's go ahead and get into your rankings as we move into the bye week.
Let's go ahead and get into those rankings at following week 9, brought to you by War Matches. The link for them are down in the description below. Up top, we got Above and Beyond, holding it consistent with 9-0. Meet the Kings following them up at 8-1. Assassin Score, Alphas, Cabales, following it up with 7-2, holding down to 3, 4, and 5 slots. So Key Secundum and Ghazi Bomber jump up 3 slots at 6-3. Archer Outlaws drops 4 slots down to 6-3. As we transition into the next group, we got JTJ jumping up 5 slots at 6-3. Redline dropping 2 to 6-3. Time Vortex drops 3 slots. 1001 Crew and LP3 Chiron drop 1 slot to 5-4. Michigan Rose jumps up 2. YOLO Mo drops 2. And our Vaska drops 1. All teams 5-4 as we move into the bye week. Going into the next group, we should have Pinoy Violator jumping up 1 slot at 5-4. Crazy Monkey, Coastal Clash jump up 1 slot at 4-5. War Addicts drops 3. Heavy Hitters 2 is a big jump here at 5 slots at 3-6. Nagaland Elite, Violent Wizards, and LP4 Hades are all 3-6, dropping 1 slot each, respectively. Moving into the next group, we should have it following up from the rear. ColdStep jumps up 2 slots at 3-6. Kinnick Society, FatCats, and Dune War, all 3-6. The OSF 2-7, House of Ale 2-7, and following it up at the rear, USA Adults and LexCorp finishing us up out at the bottom. Drop those comments below, and thanks for watching, guys.